Hey guys, Arpim here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video, I am unboxing the new Avalon Nano 3. This is another new product from Canaan, and you probably all know the Avalon Nano 3, which came out last year, which did about 4 terahash at 130 watts, but now we have a new model, which is now the Nano 3S model here, is supposed to do 6 terahash at 130 watts, and we will verify that at the wall here. So thank you to Canaan for sending this to me to open up for you guys and review, and we'll just see what the changes are with this thing, as this is a really popular Bitcoin, I guess, solo miner, as a lot of people use this for, to solo mine Bitcoin or any other fork of Bitcoin here. So it looks like I got the black model here, pretty nice, and we're gonna take this little plastic piece off. Okay, so it looks like the screen is now going from a square to a circle. And just to bring you guys in here, there's no buttons. Doesn't seem like there's any button on this. Maybe this is a soft touch button, potentially. So we will try that out when I turn this on. Okay, now looking at the back here. Okay, so there is still the USB-C here for power. But then on the side here, there is a USB port. So did it come with a Wi-Fi adapter? Unlike the Nano 3, the older model, this already had Wi-Fi built in. So is there a USB inside the box here? Okay, we got a little pin here. This is very reminiscent for me of opening up like an iPhone. Okay, taking out this thing here. Okay, I feel something inside this, so let's just see. Ah, yes. Okay, yeah, there is a USB to Wi-Fi adapter here. Okay, so that is definitely gonna go into the side of the Avalon Nano 3S here, and I'm curious if this could also be plugged in with Ethernet, utilizing one of those USB to Ethernet adapters, which you guys may have seen recently. I just received the Mini 3 and I verified, yes, the USB to Ethernet adapter does work. So there's a lot less latency going from, you know, Wi-Fi for, you know, if you want to solo mine Bitcoin. Ethernet would be the way to go, hardwire. So I'm gonna plug this in. Okay, so that's just gonna go onto its side there, okay, for the Wi-Fi connectivity for this Nano 3S. Okay, so it's not built in. So I wonder if that was a flaw with the old model where it was potentially overheating, maybe having some Wi-Fi issues, and they decided to do it externally here on this side. Okay, nothing else in here. Going inside here, it says AC adapter at the bottom. Okay, so there is a power adapter, and we all know the major power issues we had with the old Avalon Nano 3. I'm currently using a aftermarket one I got on Amazon, which has the PD 3.1 power, USB-C power requirement, so it can do 140 watts. We tried many various adapters, like a MacBook one, which only worked on medium mode on this, and then I bought 8 of these Avalon Nano 3s, but I've had 2 of these original stock PSUs die already on me. So I know a lot of people had issues with the stock power supplies with the Avalon Nano 3. So with the new 3S here, it looks like they have a new revisioned PSU, okay? And they did talk about it has the new power requirement for USB-C. So hopefully this will fare a lot better, okay, and not have any issues. Let's just look at the specs here. So 140 watt max, 110 to 240 volt voltage, can run on 240 volt, but most likely a lot of people will do 110. Okay, so there's the adapter. Now still going inside, there's the power cable. Okay, so that's gonna plug into the power brick right here. Okay, let's get this thing on. All right, I wanna see how this thing performs. Okay, gonna plug in the USB-C into the back first, just like so. Then I'm gonna plug in the power brick into 110, and I'm gonna unplug the original Nano 3 because I just want to see the power consumption of this guy here. Okay, so it just turned on. All right. Of course, it's got the LEDs on the front. Looks like we have the removable fan filter on the front as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the same as the old one, and as well as on the back, you can remove the. Looks like we can remove this fan filter. How does this one come out? Oh, okay, is this not removable? Oh no, it is. Is it removable? Oh, there is a removable fan filter right on the back here. Okay, so it's, and I can see the fans right there. So I know on the older model here, we were able to actually take out this piece before, like so, okay, like that. All right, but now with this new one, this new Nano 3S, it's a removable dust filter. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. But this part here does not come off, okay? Looks like we got 2 screws on the bottom here. Okay, I will do another video of opening this thing up because I know some people had some reservations. I mean, I did as well. I even put custom heat sinks on the old one because I think it was getting pretty hot. Anyways, it says to please configure the network with the Avalon Family app. Okay, I got my phone here with the Avalon Family app. I already have a few other devices connected to the app here, like the Mini 3, which we just set up in another video previously. And I have a bunch of my Avalon Nano 3s, you know, the 4 terahash models. And so, okay, I want to add this Avalon Nano 3S here. So I'm going to go to the app here at the top. Let's go New Devices. Okay, and looks like they already have the updated Nano 3S here. We can select that. It says, please approach your device. Okay, so I'm going to approach it. I'm approached to it. I'm going to hit search. Okay, and is it going to find it? And yes, it finds it. Okay, so Avalon Nano 3S. Okay, it says, please confirm that the machine is about to be connected. All right, we're going to hit connect. Okay, now I have to join my Wi-Fi. Okay, so that is good. All right, that's normal. So let me do that. And is it added now? Okay, let's see. Nano 3S. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, it says security alert, new device join, recommended to change password. Okay. So I will change the password. Okay, so what do we got here? We got settings, light control, work mode. Okay, so we have very similar to previous Nano 3, the low, medium, and high setting. We're gonna obviously keep it at high, and we're gonna go down. Let's go to light control. Okay, we have the light control here. We can control the LEDs. Yeah, there you go, it turns off. We can do flash, cool, can do breathing. That's really cool. And you can do loop. Okay, can change different colors. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's just stay on breathing. Okay, we can change the brightness as well. Okay, so yeah, it was at 100% before. And 5% really brings it down. Let's just put it back to 100%. Okay, now palette, you can change the color palette here. That's awesome. I'm gonna change it to red. Okay, awesome. You can change the color temperature. I'm just gonna put it all the way up to cool. All right, yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. All right, gonna hit back and let's go to settings. Okay, so they got a so the password we did already. Pool config, we're gonna need to do filter clear. Okay, so a certain time frame where it's probably gonna alarm us when we have to change the filter. Warranty and sync time. Okay, so there's a time there where we can change. All right, so I'm gonna put this to my local solo pool, okay, on my Apollo 2. I have my own Bitcoin Stratum pool that I can solo mine to, so let me add that in. Okay, so it wouldn't let me save until I actually put all 3 pools and the worker names and passwords on all 3 tabs. So we have to do that on all 3. Okay, so I have mine there. Okay, I've added them all in the same one, all 3 tabs. I'm gonna hit save. And it says I have to enter my password. And it says the device will automatically restart. Okay. Wrong old password. Oh, that's great. Okay, it looks like I'm having an issue here. You know what? I'm gonna log into this with the IP on my computer. And I can see the IP right there, 10.30.0.165. All right, let me go to the web browser. And actually, that looks pretty cool. 4.3 terahash, it says 130 watts, but at the wall, it says 141. Okay, so I had an issue trying to connect to this by IP on the computer. It just tells me to connect to it with the app. So when I put in the IP in the browser, it just brings me to this, which it tells me to use the app. There's no login. I can't get into the, web GUI of this Avalon Nano 3 for some reason. I tried putting the, /login page or dashboard. It won't let me log in through the web browser. So I had to reset the password in the settings. Then I was able to change the pool config in the pool config area. So I didn't get that password error message anymore. But now it's mining to my solo pool, my own Bitcoin Stratum. Okay, so if I go to show all data here, I can see my Avalon Nano 3S. It is showing up on my own local Bitcoin solo pool. So that is working no problem now. And just to show you guys here, the power consumption 145 watts at the wall here. And yeah, looks like the stock power supply. Ooh, this thing's getting pretty toasty. Let's see how hot this thing is. Okay, hottest point says about 65 degrees Celsius. So it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. If anything, I'd recommend just, you know, placing the power supply on its side like that. So it at least dissipates heat from the back and the front. Not sure which part would be optimal, but let's just check the back. Yeah, the underneath there is about 60 degrees Celsius temperature. Now, how is the Nano 3 here? Showing about, 75 degrees Celsius on the front. So yeah, this thing's also getting pretty toasty. 76 degrees Celsius, and in my basement right now, the ambient temperature is about 69 Fahrenheit. So it's not that hot in here. So I imagine for anyone that's going to mine with this thing in a hotter environment, it might get pretty toasty. But guys, here's the top of the Avalon Nano 3S. This is pretty cool. It's on high mode, of course. So 6.43 terahash, 134 watts in the software, but for me, it's 146 watts at the wall. And at the pool level, it's showing 6.7 terahash. So it definitely is hashing as it is reported. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Avalon Nano 3S, the new version compared to the Avalon Nano 3, as everyone has. As a lot of people bought this model. I know a lot of people bought this thing, but there was also a lot of issues I heard from a lot of people, a lot of returns, a lot of RMAs. So hopefully Canaan has fixed a lot of bugs with this. I'm sure they did, and they did mention they upgraded the power supply, of course, fixed that issue. And I do feel a good amount of air coming out of this thing, so maybe they've also rectified, the cooling issue with this. So how efficient is this Bitcoin miner? Well, let's compare. Okay, I did some testing on the medium and low modes as well, but so on the high mode, we're getting 6.42 at 145 watts at the wall, so that's a 22.5 watt per hash. So that stacks up against like an S19 XP, or S19 or Auradine AT1500s, or WhatsMiner M60S in efficiency, okay? So how does the medium mode stack up? Well, medium mode, okay, I tested, it does 5 terahash at 103 watts, so that's about a 20.6 watt per hash. So that stacks up against the S19 XP Hydro, or the DesaWi K10 Ultra, or WhatsMiner M60 on high mode or normal mode. Okay, now on the low mode, on the Nano 3S, it does 3.51 terahash at 67 watts, and that gives us a 19.08 watt per hash. Okay, so that stacks up against a low power mode on the M60, or maybe an S21 stock, or even a Bitmain T21 in efficiency, okay? So it doesn't beat the, of course, the newer S21 Pros that are out right now, or Hydro models, or XPs, whatever, but those things cost, a lot more money. So the new Avalon Nano 3S, I know right now, goes for around over $400 for some places. I know mineshop.eu has them for $265, so pretty decent price if you're looking for it, but they're definitely not the same price as they were, a year ago when these things were like $130 or something like that, or $160 with shipping and the power supply. So yeah, the prices of this have definitely gone up, but we're also getting a lot more efficiency versus the older model. So that definitely helps. But I wanted to go through now, just lastly here, the button. Okay, so I was playing around with the button here. Okay, so we're on low mode. So if we want to change the screen to the time, I just have to press it once. So it is like a soft touch button here. So it shows the regular clock here. If I hit it one more time, then it shows the Avalon Nano logo. Okay, if I hit it one more time, then it goes back to the hash rate, stats, time, the wattage it shows here. On low mode as well. Okay, so now if I want to change it to medium mode, all I did was double click on it. So double click, now it's on medium, or it says mid. Now if I want to go to high mode, I just have to double click on it one more time. Oh, nope. I have to do it faster. So double, there we go. Now it's on high mode. Okay, and I do feel a fan go up as well, and the power consumption is also rising up when you switch modes, obviously. So it's pretty instant, okay? I have to say, this feels a lot more refined now versus the older Nano 3, okay? So this is definitely a nicer model, obviously updated version, more efficient. And if you want to turn it off, you just have to hold the button down, okay? And it clicks off, just like that. You guys can hear it beep as well. So it's off now, and yeah, it's not mining anymore. If you want to turn it back on, you just have to hold the button down. There we go. And it's back on. Okay, so yeah, it's like a one single button, but it controls all the features that you need to do on the Nano 3S. Okay, my friends, that's it for just my little, I guess, review here of the Avalon Nano 3S, the new model from Canaan. So just final thoughts. Yeah, it's much more efficient. I'd say this is a lot more refined. It has the ability to do the USB to Ethernet adapter. I did test that on the Mini 3. It does work. In another video, I'll test that out on the Nano 3S itself, but I want to take this apart. Okay, that'll be in another video. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below your guys' thoughts of this. For a giveaway I want to do of a week-long hash rate for this thing, okay? So just comment down below your thoughts of the new Canaan Avalon Nano 3, and I'll choose the winner after 24 hours, and a winner will get a week's worth of hash rate from this thing. So good luck. If you guys are interested in this product, link down below to all the resellers I have affiliated. I get a little kickback, helps me out at no cost to you, and you guys get a discount as well. All right, so I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. I really like the box.